Welcome back to my podcast about food nutrition. On today's episode, I'm going to be explaining and talking about public elementary school student food intake across the food groups. My name is Dorothy Scruggs, and let's get right into it. The first thing we need to address is the problem. The problem with public elementary school food intake is rooted with schools in urban areas or low income. This is important to me to address because school and food environment is very critical for children in influencing their eating habits. According to PubMedicalCentral.org, research has shown that living in low income and minority communities is linked to poor diet habits for elementary children. This can lead to adverse health outcomes. According to foodrevolution.org, in 2009, an investigation by USA Today found that meat served in U.S. schools wouldn't meet the quality or safety standards of fast food restaurants. According to the book Lunch Legends, almost half the vegetables eaten by most children aged 2 to 19 in the U.S. were French fries. Today, most menus now include more whole grains, more fruit and vegetable options, and less salt. But they also offer an abundance of factory-farmed animal products and heavily processed foods like corn dogs, tater tots, and cheese pizza. Most school lunches can improve because of the Congress strengthening the standards for national school lunch programs in 2010, but they still have a very long way to go. Some of the issues for low-income families emerge when we start talking about funding. The National School Lunch Program provides low-cost or free school lunches to 31 million students at more than 100,000 public schools per day. Meals must meet nutritional standards based on the dietary guidelines for Americans. This means that participating schools are getting around $1.30 for each child. This amount must cover food as well as any electricity or any other additional costs. School food programs also depend on income from students who often pay for the food they eat. This can be very challenging for students in urban areas who may not have that ability. As studies show, children who are hungry and undernourished are unable to focus and have a hard time learning. Children consume up to 50% of their daily calories at school, and for low-income children, lunch may be the only real meal for them in the day. On top of this, having food in their system can improve their concentration, better their overall health, have better behavior and fewer problems, and more benefits such as better academic performance, reducing obesity, better habits in the future, and more. Overall, it is up to us as a society to help improve our public school lunches. Show your support for healthy school lunches in your community, be an advocate for healthier food in your school district, start a farm-to-school program, get a school garden in a school, start Meatless Mondays in a school, advocate for more plant-based options, help increase nutrition education in schools, advocate for lunchtimes that are long enough to get students to eat, contact elected officials, and students can take action too. These are all ways that we can better public elementary school student food intake in the future, especially in low-income areas.